Hello dear listeners, welcome to this podcast and video from Spotify. And what I'm going to be doing today is talking briefly about the health benefits of the Mabu, and in English it's called the horse stance. Now, most of you are probably wondering, what is the horse stance? I will explain to you. Now, I have been investing many years in promoting the horse stance with my students as the most important part of any training in martial arts, fitness, and of course general health. Many actually wonder why I dedicate the importance of this particular exercise. Now, I will reveal a common fact amongst the Chinese. This Mabu or horse stance is over 5,000 years old. And the rice field workers used to sit in that position all day long, collecting the rice. And you'll see a lot of these pictures as well on wall murals, these old beautiful paintings amongst the Chinese artifacts and archives. So I have adopted this in my Qigong practice over the years, and wait for it, you're going to be amazed how beneficial doing this Mabu is. Now, it could be very, very difficult for many of you if you've never done this before, but if you do it on a daily basis, your body gets used to doing this as a ritual. But let me continue. The horse stance training has long been a tradition, as I mentioned, of the Chinese martial arts training. Some masters would require that their students were able to stand in a horse stance for up to 4 hours. Many people can't even manage 4 minutes at a time. Before they would teach them anything else, it was a major discipline. It was also common in many styles for students to be required to spend at least 20 minutes in this horse stance every day. But I would not expect this from any of you. Horse stance training is strenuous, and it takes time to develop the ability to stay in a horse stance for long periods of time. It requires dedication and perseverance on the part of the student to achieve a good horse stance. Nowadays, most teachers are more relaxed and don't require the same standards from their students, allowing them to quickly go on to learning other skills. This is understandable, as most students do not have as much time to train now as they might have in years gone by. However, by skimping on horse stance training, there are many benefits which are missed. I'm going to be talking about these benefits, as well as demonstrating them in this podcast video. Even just a few minutes a day spent on this particular horse stance training will go a long way towards helping you obtain these benefits. You'll also see in my video clip that I tried different forms of the horse stance, but you'll see my knees are always bent. A parachute expert will not fly out of his or jump out of his aeroplane with his legs straight, and he won't land on the ground with his legs straight. Use those knees as a support system, and your feet are always firmly on the ground, flat on the ground. But for some of you who are not used to doing this kind of exercise, you'll probably lift your feet to your toes, tiptoeing, but you'll get used to this exercise the longer you practice. I've put together now some of those video clips, and as I mentioned to you, it is quite a creative way which I move around with the horse stance. Now, I'm going to discuss the 10 benefits. Number 1, the improved posture. In this particular exercise, your weight is distributed evenly on both feet. You learn not to lean either to the left or right, forwards or backwards. This is quite difficult to begin with. Over time, this allows all the muscles of the upper body to balance out and relax. Shoulders will be less hunched up, and the body will not slouch. Now, when you reach a particular age, it will start, I would reckon, about 58 onwards plus. You'll realize that you become shorter. If you had a height of 164, you will realize that you suddenly become like 162 and it goes down a bit. This is only because you are slouching. Now, people with better posture are considered to be more attractive, definitely. And having a balanced posture will mean that muscles are less prone to the aches and pains that come from overuse. You will even feel younger as from the age of 60 if you are walking straight. 2, better balance. Developing the strength of your legs in this low upright posture improves balance remarkably. This means you are less likely to fall over and hurt yourself. And for martial artists, it is harder for someone else to knock you over. 3, faster on your feet. Improved posture and balance mean that you are able to transfer your weight more easily and quickly. You will be able to move your feet more quickly and with more elegance and grace. Number 4, tone the pelvic floor. The tucked under position of the pelvis in the horse stance means that load is placed on the muscle of the pelvic floor, causing the muscles to contract and increase in tone and strength. This helps to remedy issues such as poor bladder control and also contributes to the health of the prostate gland in males, leading to increased, wait for it, sexual vitality. Sounds good, gentlemen. 5, strengthens the transverses abdominus muscle called the TVA. This is the deepest layer of abdominal muscle. It is the layer that holds the abdominal organs in place and determines wherever your tummy sticks out or remains flat. Take a good look at your body in a side mirror and you'll realize what I'm talking about. In the horse stance, the load of the body sits down through the center of the body in front of the spine. In order for the body to remain upright, the TVA must contract to support this position. This leads to a flatter stomach. 6, stronger, more relaxed back. With the TVA muscle more toned and holding the abdominal organs in, the spinal column is supported from the front. This allows the muscle of the back, particularly the lower back, to relax and become stronger. This will lead to a more upright posture and a stronger back. This in turn will make your back less prone to injury and may help to relieve aches and pains that have developed through poor posture, tension, and weakness. For the martial artist, this will also allow stronger and faster punches and kicks. Number 7, strengthen kidney energy. When the lower back muscles relax, This takes pressure off the kidneys and the nerves that supply them. This allows the kidneys to function more effectively and strengthens the whole kidney energy system, which is also responsible for the strength of the spine and hormonal functions in the body, as in number 6 and 8. Coming up, number 8, improved hormonal function. This posture strengthens the entire hormonal system, including, again, the sexual organs, adrenals, and thyroid. This leads to more energy, healthier hair, skin and nails, and generally a more vital and resilient body. Who needs a cosmetic surgeon? Aside from the sport benefits, there is evidence that it can be good for the population at large, young and old. In a study done in 2019 by Dr. Zauer and his group showed it decreased levels of inflammatory proteins in the joint fluid of elderly subjects with knee osteoarthritis after 1 year of daily horse stance training. The subjects randomly selected to join the horse stance group also reported statistically significant post-exercise improvements in pain, function, strength, and knee range of motion at 12 and 24 months out when compared to their counterparts who did not perform such training. These are awesome facts, everybody. Number 9, you develop that yang energy. We have yin and we have yang. The strenuous nature of the maintaining a low horse stance develops the yang energy in the body. This will help you to be more assertive, more energetic, and stay warmer. 10. Now we come to the last benefit. Strong stances improve the hip stability. How many people have had a hip operation? Have you asked yourself why, where it comes from? Now the horse stance will improve that hip stability, the flexibility, and muscle endurance. Training stances burn the calories and stabilize the human body from head to toe if practiced correctly with diligence and attention to detail. In a practical aspect, strong stances make your center of gravity lower and your base harder to knock off balance. Both your ability to throw your opponent and resist takedowns will become greater if you're doing martial arts. Your ability to transfer weight from your feet to your hands when punching, as in a cross or hook, will noticeably increase. Holding this position will have good carryover if you train a grappling sport which requires you to maintain a similar squatted position. Meanwhile, your hip abductors, the muscles which bring your legs together, will be getting a great stretch, which will help you with your kick flexibility and overall health. Thank you everyone for listening to me today, and I hope you start soon learning how to do the horse stance. Namaste.